The entire dining room went dead silent the second my 80-year-old grandfather, Jacob Morgan, set his fork down and asked in that calm, old money baritone everybody in the family still fears. "By the way, Sasha, what happened to the $500,000 I gifted you before I die?" You could have heard a cranberry pop. 28 pairs of eyes snapped to me like I just pulled a gun. Turkey grease still shining on chins, wine glasses frozen halfway to lips, and my sister Riley looking like she was about to swallow her own tongue. I smiled. Real slow, the same smile I give defense attorneys right before I drop a 400-page forensic report on their whole life. Because what Grandpa just did was hand me the final piece of a puzzle I'd been solving for 3 straight weeks, and tonight, on this perfectly lit old money Thanksgiving table in Medina, Washington, I was about to drag every liar in my bloodline straight to hell with receipts. Drop your city, and the moment you realize the same people who taught you family first were the same ones stealing your last. I'm reading every single comment. Let's see how many of us had to burn the table down to finally eat in peace. My name is Sasha Morgan, 31, senior data scientist at one of the big cloud giants in Seattle, the one nobody in my family can pronounce right, because they still think I work with computers. I live in a glass condo on the 42nd floor overlooking Elliott Bay, paid cash, no co-signers, no tears, except the ones I cried in server rooms at 3 a.m. while everybody else was asleep. Growing up in the Morgan dynasty meant old timber money, East Side mansions, private schools, and a family rule nobody ever said out loud, but everybody lived by. Riley shines, Sasha pays. Riley was the pretty one, the loud one, the one who got ponies and pageant crowns and every excuse in the book. I was the quiet nerd with the 4.0 who learned early that love in this family came with invoices attached. Every birthday check, every tuition payment, every emergency ended up in Riley's Birkin fund while I ate cup noodles in the dorm and told myself one day I'd build a life so high they'd need a telescope to see me. That day was supposed to be this year. Grandpa, the only person who ever saw me, called me 3 months ago, voice raspy but proud. "Sasha, baby girl, you're killing it out there in Seattle. I put a little something in that old joint account we got, $500,000, just for you. Seed money, celebration money, whatever you want. Don't tell nobody. It's between us." I cried on my balcony that night, rain mixing with tears, because for once, somebody in this family bet on me instead of against me. I never touched the money, didn't even log in. I was gonna surprise Grandpa tonight, tell him I matched it with my own bonus. We'd start a scholarship fund together or something beautiful. Instead, Riley beat me to it. It started with a phone call 7 days. Go. I'm neck deep in a fraud detection model. Red Bull and cold pizza when Riley's name pops up. Weird. She only calls when she wants something. Her voice all fake sweet. "Hey, Sash, just FYI, Grandpa's real sick, like maybe dying, so you probably shouldn't fly in for Thanksgiving. Save the money, you're always so broke anyway." Red flag taller than the Space Needle. I call Grandpa direct. Dude answers on the second ring, sounding like he just bench pressed a Buick. "Who said I'm sick? I was out back chopping wood this morning." Lie confirmed. Suspicion activated. That night I log into the ancient joint account for the first time in 8 years and see the crime scene. $500,000 gone, one withdrawal, timestamped the day after Grandpa's gift. My heart drops to the parking garage. I go full work mode. OSINT, IP geolocation, blockchain traces, leaked Porsche dealership databases, the whole kitchen sink. Because catching fraud is literally what they pay me millions to do. 48 hours later, I have a 187-slide deck that could send a Fortune 500 CEO to federal prison. Riley's boyfriend, some SoundCloud rapper turned entrepreneur named Chase with a fake Richard Milley, used her laptop in their Belltown loft to drain the account, bought a red 911 cabriolet cash, flew them first class to Mykonos, Dubai, and Tulum, stacked her wrist with Cartier, and registered a Shell LLC in a WeWork mailbox that's been dead for 2 years. Every receipt, every geotag, every forged signature in 4K. I land in Seattle, Tacoma the day before Thanksgiving with a thumb drive in my bra and murder in my heart. Mom calls, voice shaky. "Sasha, baby, whatever you do, don't bring up money at dinner. Riley's going through it. Her little business is struggling. Translation, we know what she did. Please let us keep pretending. I say, sure, Mom, sweet as pie, and book an extra conference room at the country club where dinner's being held because I'm about to need a bigger stage. Thanksgiving night, the Medina estate is lit up like a Hallmark movie on steroids. Crystal chandeliers, white truffles flown in from Alba, string quartet in the corner, 50 relatives in Tom Ford, and diamonds pretending we aren't all terrible people. I'm in a black velvet alaya dress that cost more than Riley's first semester of community college. Hair laid, face beat, calm as a sniper. Grandpa asked the question heard around the world. So, Sasha, what happened to that half-mil meal I gifted you? Boom. Riley chokes on her champagne. Mom drops her fork. Dad's suddenly fascinated by his plate. I stand up slow, connect my phone to the 8K projector behind the dessert table, hit play, and for the next 45 minutes, I narrate the entire crime like I'm giving a TED talk from hell. Slide 1. Transaction log, $500,000 gone in one click. Slide 7. IP trace straight to Riley's MacBook in Chase's loft. Slide 23. Porsche contract with Riley's. Signature and my stolen money. Slide 46. Chase's old mugshot from Arizona fraud charges. Slide 112. Mom's text messages coaching Riley on how to keep Sasha in the dark. Slide 180. Grandpa's original transfer confirmation with the note. For my brilliant granddaughter Sasha. Love always, Pops. By slide 50, the relatives are gasping like it's General Hospital. By slide 100, Uncle Robert is yelling, "Disgraceful!" By slide 150, Grandpa's crying silent tears into his napkin. Riley's on the floor sobbing, mascara running like cheap paint. Mom's begging, "She's your sister!" I look her dead in the eyes. Nah, thieves don't get sister privileges. Dad tries the blood is thicker speech. I cut him off. So is prison concrete. Pick one. Grandpa stands up, old but unbreakable, pulls out his phone, dials 911 right there in front of God and the string quartet. Yes! I'd like to report a felony theft of $500,000. Perpetrators, my granddaughter, Riley Morgan. Address is... Riley screams like she's being murdered. Mom collapses. Dad ages 20 years in 20 seconds. Cops say they'll take a report tomorrow. Grandpa says, I'll be there at 9 a.m. sharp with every document this child needs to see the inside of a courtroom. Dinner ends with relatives taking their pumpkin pie to go and side-eyeing my parents like they're radioactive. Epilogue: Riley's boyfriend ghosted the second he smelled cuffs, left her with the Porsche note and 6 figures in debt. Charges got filed, plea deal, 3 years probation, full restitution, plus interest. She's living in a studio in Tacoma, working at Sephora now. Mom and Dad tried the "we were protecting her" tour with the relatives. Nobody bought it. Holiday invites dried up real quick. Grandpa rewrote his will, left me the lake house and the bulk of the trust, because Sasha's the only one who never embarrassed me. I turned the basement into a data lab and named the new fraud detection algorithm Riley 2.0. It ships next quarter. These days, I host my own Thanksgiving. Chosen family only, people who add value and bring their own damn gravy. Grandpa sits at the head of my table now, 83 and still chopping wood, telling everybody how his favorite granddaughter built an empire out of ones and zeros and never asked him for a dime. Riley's blocked on everything. Parents get a Christmas card and that's it. Some blood just teaches you how to build better doors. So yeah, I went from the invisible sister who works with computers to the one who weaponized data and served generational consequences on a silver platter with a side of cranberry sauce. And every year when the leaves turn, I raise a glass to the night I stopped protecting people who never protected me. Drop your city, and the moment you finally hit present slideshow on your family's bullshit, I'm replying to every real one because somebody reading this is still letting thieves sit at their table wearing victim masks, close the deck, change the locks, rewrite the will, and go build the life they tried to fund their failure with. The code compiles cleaner when the bugs are gone. Peace out, stay dangerous, stay paid, stay making them choke on the success they swore you'd never debug. Love y'all, for real.